So welcome back to my channel. Today we're making oxtail pasta. I have about 3 pounds of oxtail here. It's already cleaned and washed. And I'm gonna start off with the garlic powder. I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons of that in there. Then we're gonna add some color with some chili powder. And I'm gonna use a teaspoon of this. Followed by some cayenne pepper, and I'm also gonna use a teaspoon of this. Yeah, so this seasoning is an all-purpose seasoning from JCS. It's oxtail and stew, so there's pretty much a lot of oxtail and stew seasoning out there. It's an all-purpose seasoning, so I'm gonna use 1 tablespoon of this. Don't mind me moving the spoons around. I'm using a tablespoon of onion powder here. Now I did went back into the seasoning and adjust the taste. So the recipe for the perfect taste and balance will be in the description box. Just follow that instead. So here I'm adding some allspice powder. That's about a ½ teaspoon. So next we're gonna add some beef bouillon. Now this is going to give it the beef flavor that it needs for the oxtail. This is a key ingredient, so you must have this in order to have the recipe exactly how I made it. So this is optional, but I did add some soy sauce in there just to help with the taste. And I put about a tablespoon of soy sauce. So now I'll be adding some browning, and this is necessary to get the color on the meat. Now I've noticed that each browning is different in texture and thickness and color. So just be careful the amount you put in there depending on the brand you use. So just start off with a small amount and go from there. So I'm using a teaspoon here, but I will be using 3 teaspoons in this recipe. So I love adding garlic to my meat when I'm marinating it. So I'm using some garlic cloves here. You can use as many as you like. I'm using maybe about 4 to 5 cloves here. And of course, you want to rub that in, allow it to marinate for at least 1 hour if you want to cook it right away. You can also marinate it for 24 hours, leave it in the fridge. But if you want to use it right away, 1 hour at least. So we're gonna sear the oxtail. So we just need about 2 tablespoons of oil, depending how big your pot is. So you wanna make sure that your pot is hot, and I'm gonna sear this on medium-high heat, just so we can get some color. So you don't want this to sit too long because it will caramelize since it has sugar and browning on it. So you just want it to heat up a little bit and then you stir it around. So right here I'm adding 8 cups of water. So the size of my pan won't allow me to put too much water in there. So I will be adding 8 cups each time that I check on the meat. So I've added 8 cups 4 times in this process of cooking the oxtail. It will take me about 3.5 hours for me to get it tender to my liking. So you just want to keep making sure that you're adding the water for it to cook properly. So right here, I'm just checking the pot to make sure that it has enough water. I did add 8 cups of water at this point and covering it again to allow it to cook. So this is optional. I did put a whole Scotch bonnet pepper in there. As long as you don't cut it, it won't make it spicy. So you can just put it in there and allow it to cook. At this point, the meat is tender, but I am going to add 8 more cups of water. And I'm going to put some seasoning in there as well. So I have some fresh thyme and some scallions that are chopped up, and I'm putting that in there to help finish the cooking process. So I'm going to cut up some vegetables to put in the sauce. I have a whole carrot, some bell peppers. You can get whatever color you like. And I also have some fresh parsley and some garlic as well. So this is how I do it when I cut my carrots for this. So you pretty much just want to get it julienne, as thin as you can, so it's not too big when it's in the pasta. So since these bell peppers are big, I'm just using like a quarter of each piece, as much as you like. If you do not like bell peppers, you don't have to add them, but I do like the flavor it gives, and it also adds color to the dish. So I got the bell peppers thinly cut in julienne slices. Now we're just going to chop up the parsley. So the oxtail is almost done. It's nice and tender. So we're going to start on the pasta. I did add about a teaspoon of salt to the boiling water. And I'm going to use a pack of penny pasta. So cooking pasta is easy. There's instructions on the box. But I do like to make mine al dente when I boil them. That way when I put it in the soil, it doesn't get soft and mushy. So just cook it until it's firm and then you take it out the water. So these are the ingredients for the sauce. I'm also going to be adding tomato paste. All the information will be in the description box and the measurements. So before we get into the sauce, please subscribe to my channel, like, comment below, and let me know how you're loving this recipe. So we're starting the sauce off with 3 teaspoons of butter. Now there's measurements on the butter so you know where to cut it. And we're going to have our pan on medium heat. Look at that color. Yeah, so we're just going to saute the vegetables on medium-high heat. So I'm going to use my garlic press, and I'm going to add about 4 garlic cloves in here. After sauteing the vegetables, you want to turn your heat down because we're going to make the sauce. I'm adding 3 cups of heavy cream right here. So this sauce is very similar to the jerk shrimp Alfredo that I made. If you haven't watched that video before, check it out on my channel. That's the jerk shrimp pasta Alfredo. It's a very similar sauce recipe. I'm gonna add about half of the block of cream cheese in here. That's going to help the sauce to get thick. So I just sprinkled some paprika over the top. That's about a half a teaspoon. I am going to add some dry jerk powder in there. This is not mandatory, but I do like the flavor that it gives. And that's about 1 teaspoon. I use a teaspoon of garlic powder and a teaspoon of salt. I also added some coconut milk. This is about 1 cup of coconut milk. You just want to stir that in and allow it to simmer. Now I want the pasta to have some color. I don't want it to look white. So I'm adding some tomato paste. I will be adding 2 teaspoons of tomato paste for this recipe. So for flavor, I am adding some oxtail gravy into the sauce, and that is just gonna give it the flavor it needs. So once your sauce starts to thicken up and the cream cheese has dissolved, you want to go ahead and add your pasta. I'm adding a cup of Parmesan cheese. For me, it's better to buy it and grate it yourself. It tastes way better. And yeah, I'm using a cup here. So we seasoned our sauce, but we're gonna season our pasta too. So I did add another spoonful of oxtail gravy. I'm also adding some jerk powder to the pasta, and this will be all the seasoning we need to complete our dish. So if you're making this, try to stir it without taking a spoonful because it tastes good, it smells good, and it definitely looks good. So when you try the recipe out, let me know how it came out for you. So I just added some parsley and some extra cheese for the presentation, and this is the final look. So there you have it, oxtail pasta done my way. Let me know how you like it when you try the recipe. So here's the final look. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and come back again for more.